I'm just next to the runways of the new airport Berlin-Brandenburg. And driving here, there was a discussion on the radio about the meaning of Good Friday. And it was confusing, to say the least. I want to share one thought about the relevance of what happened at Good Friday with you today. Imagine you're sitting in a plane. You just took off, you're about to ascend in the plane, you're already a few thousand meters high. All of a sudden there's some unrest between the passengers and you find out that on the left side of the plane, the engine is on fire. All of a sudden there's a bang on your side of the plane and you look outside your window and you realize the right engine is burning as well. Panic creeps up and finally after 1 minute there's an announcement from the captain of the plane. He says, "This is the pilot speaking. I would like to reassure you that the problem which you already have been aware of has not been caused by the pilot or by the co-pilot, and the crew is not guilty at all as well. Most likely it's the guilt of Rolls-Royce Engines who is producing these engines." Then there's silence. I mean, like, what would you think at this point? Wouldn't you go like, I have zero interest in finding out who caused these problems? What I'm interested in is there's somebody in front sitting there taking responsibility and bringing about a solution to the problem. Funny enough, when it comes to collaborating at work to solve an issue together with your colleagues, or in team sports, or in your own family, often we tend to act just like this pilot. We waste a lot of energy in discussing the issue of guilt. And even more energy is wasted by trying to make clear that we cannot be guilty by any means. Reality is that a problem has never been solved by solving the issue of guilt. If a team loses ball possession because of a bad pass of an individual player, the best strategy to avert further damage and avoid a goal is if all players immediately maximize their efforts to win back the ball. When your son gets a bad grade in a math test, you can waste a lot of energy lamenting how incredibly lazy your son is if you're self-deceived. Or you might tear yourself to pieces because you failed again preparing him properly, if you lean more towards accusing yourself. None of this is going to solve any problem. What your son will need is that you sit down together with him and work out a plan how to catch up from here and how to be prepared better next time. An effective response to a problem is not to try to solve the issue of guilt. It is to assume responsibility for the part which you can contribute to the solution. Today is Good Friday, and I'm not gonna dive in all the theological aspects of the sacrificial death of Jesus, but one of the main messages to me is, do not worry about the issue of guilt. I have taken care of this issue. You focus your energy on growing, on progressing, on learning, and to regain focus and go after the real goal. And by doing this, you become part of the solution instead of being part of the problem. And with these thoughts, I wish you a great start into this week.